Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nerdable Podcast. I'm your host, Abel, along with my co host, David. And we are trying this for a second time because I forgot to hit record as we were wrapping up our podcast. So I'm raging inside, and David is just laughing and having a good old time. So, pickups really quick. Recently, I picked up the Pokemon 25th anniversary lunchbox. I got today some Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike booster packs from Barnes and Noble, and I got my Evolutions VMAX Premium boxes came in. They are amazing. I got Vaporeon and Jolteon. I'm waiting for Flareon, and that is it for pickups. Like I said, I'm actually waiting to holding off on opening them because I want to get another set so I can have a set sealed and a set to open. Uh, David, did you have any pickups or anything, or were you waiting on anything?
Still waiting on Charizard, to be honest with you. One day it'll come.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you're gonna trigger me again. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's wonderful. I love that. All right, so let's get right into Pokemon Go. So, Pokemon Go, they're disabled trading after a glitch was discovered. Basically, Niantic was found out that after a Redditor shared a post in which he received 100 Pokemon through trading with a friend, and all of them became lucky Pokemon as a result. David, for the listeners, really quickly, do you mind kind of letting them know if they're not familiar with like lucky Pokemon?
So lucky Pokemon are kind of like in between shiny and regular, but because they have like a nice shiny background. And last I had heard, it was all Pokemon before 2016 had the chance of being lucky or not. And I'm not too sure if maybe the year's gone forward a little more because now we're in 2021. But last I had heard, it was 2016 and before had the chances of becoming lucky when they're traded to people.
Okay. Yeah, so they basically just have like better IVs and all that good stuff. They're just a little bit different than the normal kind of Pokemon. So that's cool for if you were able to catch that before they disabled trading. Uh, Staying with Pokemon Go Tour was announced. They announced two new big rewards. Next month, Pokemon Go will host its annual Go Tour event, which focuses on a different generation of Pokemon and promises an experience inspired by original Pokemon games. This year event is Pokemon Go Tour Johto event, which will feature all 100 Pokemon introduced in Pokemon Gold and Silver, available with their shiny forms for the very first time in Pokemon Go. This week, Pokemon Go announced two additional rewards for participants in the event: an encounter with the shiny Gyarados and an encounter with the mythical Pokemon Celebi. Any Celebi caught during this event will know its signature move, Magical Leaf. I know we were saying before that I never really was a fan of Celebi. I think it sucked. It was just like a cool Pokemon to look at, you know?
Yeah, it really was. It was more like the nostalgia of having Celebi. I don't think very many people use them in competitive play, to be honest with you.
Yeah, even it's like wonderful magical leaf. I don't remember that doing much.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, Pokemon Go, their next event, they are having a power plant event. There are so many things that are happening with this event. It's happening now as of the recording of this, so January 20th, 2022 through February 1st, 2022. I always want to say 2021. I'm still
Mhm.
not over like that New Year thing. Yeah, if you're playing Pokemon Go, there's a bunch of different Pokemon that you're able to get, different just like encounters, different raids, all happening during the weeks. Week one through I think it's like week two, and there's different tiers of raids and all that stuff. So I know David plays Pokemon Go. David, will you be participating in the Power Plant event?
I'll probably be participating in some of the events, but maybe not the giant legendary ones, just because right now I don't have enough space in my backpack, so I'm probably gonna have to throw away a few items before I end up competing to get like the tickets so I can join in raids again.
Yeah, they don't give an option to like upgrade your backpack.
They do, but you have to like pay money for it, and I don't really have any coins yet because I don't really put my Pokemon in gyms very often.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Pokemon Unite. After 10 hours of server maintenance, Pokemon Unite relaunched with a bunch of changes. Some of them, like the most significant changes, were stat and leveling alterations for Pokemon like Dragonite, Tesserina, Gengar, and Desudai. I can never say that. And Garchomp. So basically, it changes like the stats, the like for example, if you use Dig, it increases Garchomp's defense and special defense for a short period of time from the get go instead of only increasing speed after usage. The effect is that during gameplay, Garchomp's moveset now feels much stronger, making the all arounder a more viable choice. And so all of these changes that they made to Pokemon Unite basically altered the stats and everything for Pokemon. So if you had some kind of if you had if you have a plan playing Pokemon Unite, they're basically throwing it out the window and mixing it up and switching it up on you. I have That's the mobile one, right?
Yeah, mobile one is Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, I have not played that, nor have I downloaded it.
I have
Uh,
it downloaded. I played it like once or twice, but it's not something that I've like really gone deep into.
yeah, so let's see here. Pokemon Arcus leaks are happening. We talked about that when we tried to first record this, and the mixed emotions and feelings that people are having. People are crazy. I was telling David that I really don't care about the leaks because, like, I'm either gonna buy it or I'm not, and I'm still on the fence if I'm gonna buy it or not because I just don't like. I haven't even finished playing Sword and Shield yet. Like, I just don't. I don't know. I just don't play like that anymore. But I get into my moods. Like, I think during the holiday season, I like binge for like 2 weeks nonstop. But so there, it was just revealed that like there's going to be Hisu region forms of some Pokemon like Typhlosion, Quillfish, Desudai, Samurott, Sliggoo, and Gudra. There's also like a new, I don't know if it's a mythical Pokemon or what it is, but people are kind of upset because of the leaks. I follow a lot of like different Facebook pages, and they're like, now they're like not allowing people to comment and they're not allowing people to do this and that because they don't want leaks on their pages. Are leaks that serious to you?
No, I don't really. I think no matter what, I'm gonna play the game. But yeah, there's a lot of hate comments when it comes to like a lot of different Pokemon. I know Typhlosion's probably like one of the more hated ones out of like all the leaks that are coming, just because they don't like the Ghost Fire type Pokemon. And but I personally really like it.
Yeah, so yeah, they don't bother me. The next bit of Pokemon news that I want to talk about was Pokemon releasing this new line of EV Evolution skateboards. So if you are listening to us in the audio, make sure you check us out on our YouTube channel because you can see these on our YouTube channel. And so these boards are running for $249 each, and they are I don't remember the inches on them. 29-inch limited edition. They You can choose between Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon. Okay, so Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon will also have these signs. I guess they just don't picture them here. Oh, look, here they are. I didn't see this earlier.
Oh, look, there they are.
So yeah, so Sylveon, Glaceon, Leaf. So it's all the evolutions that will have their own kind of thing. That's pretty cool. I did not see that earlier. I just saw like the main kind of few. Um, David, you said that you it's probably not something that you'd get.
No, because I wish like they were longboard size. Because I don't know how to skateboard, and but I do know how to longboard. So I really wish they were like in the longboard option, which maybe they might do next.
Yeah, and they're probably testing them out. And just for you people that are listening out there in the world, they are only going to be available in the Pokemon Center in the U.S. and Canada. I'm surprised that the U.S. and Canada are getting them because usually it's like Japan.
Yeah, only Japan, and that's
Like,
because Japan's real like longboard skateboard
yeah,
fanatics.
yeah. And like America, they're like, we hate you. You're not getting anything Pokemon.
Hmm.
so, so I am very surprised by that. So, I think they would be cool. I'm definitely not a skateboarder, but I think it'd be cool to have them and hang on your wall. You know what I mean? But imagine if like me, like if I buy like my Funko Pops, if I buy one in the line, I need all of them. And so
Every skateboard.
if I needed every skateboard at $250 each,
Oof, it's almost 2 grand right there.
like I mean, is it worth it? Maybe, but also where would I put them? I mean, I have no room. My room is filled with Funkos, so if I
Yeah.
had, I could figure it out. Now I'm thinking about it.
Do I have
uh,
$2,000 to spend? Just
I mean, I can figure it out. Uh, so there is this new Pokemon like monster game that is coming out. And it is called Koromon. It is coming out on the Nintendo Switch. And again, if you're listening on the audio, we have it pulled up here on our YouTube channel for you. So it is coming from developer Tracksoft and publisher Freedom Games. Basically, you do the same thing as you do in Pokemon. However, the difference is this game will have different like difficulty modes that you can set, including a built-in Nuzlocke options where you can kind of create like a self-imposed rules. And the creators of the game said Coromon is our modern take on a classic and beloved genre. Everything from the built-in difficulty options to the expanded control over stat customization, squad combinations, and more. It's all to create a personal and tailored experience for creature catching trainers that have been asking for this for decades. Koromon is finally almost here to give the people what they want. And this is David. Explain the visuals for our listener.
so it's basically like very like Pokemon Gold and Silver, like super 64-bit graphics. It's kind of interesting that they ended up going with this approach, like when it came to graphics. Makes me feel very indie game.
Yeah, and it will be available for Nintendo Switch, PC, and Mac this March for $19.99 US dollar. So that is interesting. David, you're gonna probably buy that game, huh?
I don't know. I might try it on PC just to see what it's about, but it feels very much very lawsuity if Pokemon really wanted to be about it.
Yeah, like I said, if it's coming out on the Switch, I mean, doesn't Nintendo made the Switch, right? It's like a Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch. So like, wouldn't they have to be in the Nintendo store? So like, Nintendo would have to approve it. You would think.
I felt like they probably had to pay out Nintendo because it's very, very, very close to being Pokemon.
Yeah, like, like I mean, literally in the graphics that you see on our YouTube channel, like there's even like that. What was it that ice like where you had to like
Mhm.
use the rocks and like
Pokemon like Gold and Silver, I think. I
yeah,
felt like they
it's
got Gold and Silver, maybe bought it from Pokemon and just like changed the like characters and Pokemon maybe.
yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I don't I don't know. You can't go like I don't want to play a game like that. Like we're in 2022. You can't have like I don't you
You
can't
can't go
just
back 64-bit.
yeah you can't. I mean look at it. We were pissed that they were making Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl,
Yeah, everybody
and
was mad because we went back to like 2010 graphics. So I wonder what they're going to do now that we're going back to 1996 64-bit
yeah,
games.
where most of our Pokemon players now like weren't even born when those games were out. So
Exactly.
I would die if I heard someone be like, "Oh my god, I love this new game." I'd be like,
All the people that hated Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are gonna love this game.
"Yeah, okay, whatever." Like I said earlier, reminds me of very much MetaZoo, very cheaply made, poorly done, amateur. And I said what I said. I still hate MetaZoo. Um, so, all right, here we go again. Talking about the biggest elephant of the Pokemon world, Logan Paul. Logan Paul lost $3.5 million, y'all. $3.5 million. So to give you a rundown again quickly, Logan Paul bought a first edition base set booster box case for $3.5 million. It was authenticated. Well, when he showed the case on his YouTube channel, a bunch of other small YouTubers started like zooming in and like really paying attention to this box. And so everyone, these videos started popping up like, is this box, are these real? Is it fake? So Logan Paul created a new YouTube video. He actually included a bunch of like footage from smaller YouTubers that were like doubting it. He invited over the owner of this company that authenticated them, and then the person who originally got the box and authenticated it. And together they went over it. They were talking about how the tape was like, it looked kind of washed out. It looked like old. It looked like it had never been messed with. Also, like the seal that was under the tape looked very faded. But then people were saying how it was like certain material, like a certain paper that was used that they didn't, that Pokemon first edition base set would not have had at the time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Well, they open up the booster box, the case, and they see the booster boxes. And a regular booster box is just like a perfect kind of like square. Well, these were like puffed up a little bit. And so Logan and them were like, what the hell? Like, something's off. And so they open one up. They see Pokemon packs. They were like kind of excited. But then they're like, wait, like they could tell like something is definitely off. And they open up the pack, one pack of cards, and long behold, in this $3.5 million investment, there were GI Joe trading cards.
One of the things that could have been in that box to get GI Joe.
And so I thought I was raging because of losing the recording earlier. Imagine I didn't lose $3.5 million though.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, if it sounds too good to be true, it might be.
Yeah, so um, like we said, I doubt, and it was like the only one they said like in existence that was left. I'm
Hmm.
like, how? Like how? How?
Yeah,
How did
exactly.
that happen? How would that person not have opened the case and sold the boxes individually?
Exactly. How do you hold on to a box that's over what, probably like 20, 30 years and just never open it?
Never.
Even if it was open, even if it was owned by a store, either you lost the inventory somewhere where it just was never accounted for. But I don't really think stores would have done that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know that since Logan Paul has actually been refunded because he bought it from a friend, but that friend is actually like in the legal process with the person he bought it from. So,
Oh,
or people. So, because he bought it for like 2 million or something like that. So, I'm like, man, that was Logan Paul's friend, and he charged him. He upped him up like another almost two
another,
grand, two
yeah,
million almost.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And that's your friend discount.
yeah. Like I'll give you
Oh,
two for 3.5. I bought it for two.
like I bought it for 2 million. Give it, you pay 3.7 or 3.5. Yeah, like what the Logan, reevaluate the people in your life.
Yeah.
Oh man. So let's move on to some Funko news. Funko announced a box lunch exclusive, and it is a Disney Princess. And again, watch us on our YouTube channel. We have it here pulled up for you, Box Lunch exclusive. It was just announced. It's a Little Mermaid pop, and it is Ariel with the statue of Prince Eric underwater. It's like one of those movie moments or whatever. Um, yeah, so it has like a sand base for the statue surrounded by translucent swirls of water that support Ariel. And yeah, the pricing has not been announced yet, but Funko tweeted that it would be a Box Lunch exclusive. David and I had trouble remembering this. We were like, wait, did he turn to stone?
Yeah, at
Like,
any point, did he ever turn to stone in this movie?
we were very confused. we we were like, hold on, like what is happening here? That's not something I will be buying, by the way. I don't I don't really do movie moments. I don't really like them, to be honest. I just, unless they're again Harry Potter. And I have a couple from Game of Thrones, but not very many. And they're also like oddly shaped all the time. I hate that. Like, because they're oddly shaped, none of them are the same damn size. So it drives me crazy. All right, so the last bit of Funko news that I have is Hamilton, which is a very, very popular film and Broadway show and all that stuff. Hamilton is getting their second series called Act Two, with new pops coming out for March, April release, and the new pops will consist of King George, Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and Thomas Jefferson. You can pre-order these on Entertainment Earth or Amazon. Again, they come out in March or April. Walmart will have an exclusive with all of these Funko Pops in one bundle inside of a pop protector. So Walmart will have their own exclusive. I can only imagine how much that will probably be. $60, $70, probably. So if you're a Hamilton fan, good for you. I am not. I am just doing my job and reporting the Funko news. That is literally it. um, the last bit of news that we have for you guys today is Yu-Gi-Oh! News. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is live as of today. Uh, Thursday, July 20th, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is available for free on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. In the game, players can create the most varied custom decks with iconic cards from the franchise. So, have you already downloaded Master Duel? I thought that you'd be playing it already. Um, Apparently, more than 10,000 cards. There's that many cards?
There's more.
Oh my god. More
Yeah.
than 10,000 cards can be unlocked over the course of the gameplay. Also, there's a mode where the player can dismantle unwanted cards to create new ones. Konami also promises that it will soon release the game for Android and iOS devices. Good Lord Jesus Christ. That is a lot of cards. So again, are you, like I said, I'm surprised you are not playing it already.
I had it downloaded since the 18th when it released,
Oh
and
my god.
it wasn't active, but I think it went active live yesterday. But
Today.
today,
Today.
okay. So
Mm-hmm.
then I haven't had a chance to open it, but I've already been hearing strategies from people who beta tested. Obviously, I didn't get the beta invite, even though I did like apply for it, but they didn't pick me. But that's fine. But so far,
You're not salty.
I'm not salty. But I did see all the cool stuff, like icons are a thing, monsters are a thing, and yeah, over 10,000 cards. There's a cool way to open packs. I don't know, it's exciting. So I have it downloaded since the 18th, but I haven't played it. So I'm probably gonna. I was gonna play it earlier today, but I kept forgetting, and then doctor's appointment.
Yeah, it's interesting because, last week we reported that Pokemon Live is coming out soon. And then I think I read MetaZoo is coming out with its own version of an online type of game.
Yes, it was
It's
announced this week.
right? And I just hate MetaZoo. So, and so I guess I should report on it because it's like some people consider it nerdy, but this is our podcast, not yours. So, anyways, um, so it's interesting that all these trading card games are transitioning into like the live aspect or like online aspect and mobile. Do you think that they'll be successful?
I think they have a better chance of basically teaching people how to play. I think it works for like trying to get new people into the games and stuff. I think it basically everyone's trying to do what Pokemon does and just give you like cards and packs now because I think they saw success with it, so now other TCGs want to do the same.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. And especially because David and I don't know if were we texting or was it last week when we recorded? No, I think I texted you an image of something and it was like the bubble has bursted for all
Oh,
collectibles. Like we've been
big
talking
time,
about this. We've been talking
big
about
time.
this, right? We've been talking about this for a while now. Even when we weren't recording, I think we were texting back and forth or like DMing each other. And it's like I said, today I walked into Barnes and Noble and they had packs of Pokemon
Mhm.
cards. I went to Target, packs of Pokemon, like booster, like I mean, like just like the single packs, but the obviously like the premium collections and stuff are still kind of hard to get.
Yeah,
But they today at Barnes and Noble, tons of different trading card games behind the counter, like tons. I mean, like their shelves were full.
yeah.
Um, so like, what are your thoughts on the bubble bursting? Like, I think we said we've talked about it before, but I think it's like official now. Like,
Oh yeah. If you go to TCG Player, you're seeing the booster boxes, the wholesale. Those are like prices are dropping. You're seeing Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes from when they were like $90 a pop. They're dropping down to 70. All the newer sets are taking a dip. I think two of them are under 70. El Diablo is probably at 100, 110 per display box. Pokemon, their booster boxes are at like 130 tops. You're seeing like all these things that were up in the 200 margin, way down
yeah,
below. Stores can't move these things fast enough because I think the bubble is over and people have just realized they can't make money on these things anymore.
yeah. It's also like the pandemic and people aren't working and like prices on everything have gone up, so it's like inflation, so people are like they can't spend $200 on a box of cards when they have to put gas in their car and you know what I mean? So,
Exactly. So it's better for people who actually were collecting because now we don't have to worry about getting scalped anymore.
yeah, getting ripped off. So, I think
Mhm.
it's just a matter of time though before they come back out cuz I think the newest Pokemon collection Sword and Shield collection was announced recently and I think it's going to be heavily focused on Charizard and just because I think there's been like four cards already like leaked and that Charizard's one of the most sought after like cards in general, but even the Charizard cards, like if you try to buy like a single Charizard card, what was going for 1,500 2,000 is going for like 750 800.
Mhm.
That's a big deal, in the collecting world. So what do you would you be interested in that Charizard, like if the a collection have revolved around Charizard?
I think so, yeah, but I think a lot. I don't think we're going to see crazy prices skyrocket like that anymore. Like I feel like people have already just come to the reality that we weren't ever doing it for the money, and they're like, oh wait, maybe there's not money in this after all. So they're just kind of
Yeah.
moving on. And things like Pokemon are basically they're making more like what they did with celebrations, just continuous printing to where it won't be scalped anymore.
Yeah, Celebrations, they did a good job with like pushing that out because at
Mhm.
first I was like with like the lunchbox, I was like I'll never get that, and I'm like I got it easily. I got it on TCG Player, but I paid almost retail for it.
Yeah, it's
Obviously
unlimited.
TCG Player is like always like kind of a little bit above retail, but I mean that's okay. Like for things that I can't find in the store, I don't mind. And then they usually, all of the sellers there that I've dealt with at least, are they ship like almost immediately. I
Yeah.
bought them and I think they ship like the very next day.
Yeah, it's
So
usually stores and people that are trying to just get started in the TCG selling world and like get the rep up. So the rep's more important than the prices they're selling for, pretty much.
yeah. Well, that is it for this week's Nerdable podcast. Thank you guys for listening. And again, if you're listening, make sure you check us out on YouTube and follow us on social media. All of our links are posted in the show notes. Until next week's podcast, we will talk soon. Have a good day, y'all.